Hi guys! I'm here again to share with you another educational video. We're going to learn about one of the most troublesome topic in English grammar. The subject-verb agreement rules. But don't worry guys, I'm going to explain the 9 basic rules in the most simple way and understandable. So, let's proceed. The subject-verb agreement means the subject of the sentence and its verb must agree with one another in number. So let us go on. Subject-verb agreement, first rule. A singular subject requires a singular verb. A plural subject requires a plural verb. Let me explain into Tagalog para mas madali nating maintindihan. Kapag singular subject, may S ang verb. Kapag plural subject, walang S ang verb. Okay? Simple lang yan. Kapag singular, may S. Kapag plural, wala. Okay? I will give you examples for a singular subject with a singular verb. Karen sings beautifully. Karen is the subject and singular. And singular verb which is sings. I will give you another example for plural subject with plural verb. The boys go to plaza. Boys, noun, and plural form. And we use the verb go, which is also a plural. But there are exemptions in this rule. The pronoun I and you follow a different rule. Example, I walk at the bridge, you wash the dishes. The subject in the given sentence, I and you, are both singular. However, the pronoun I and you are always paired with the plural action verbs. Now, let us proceed with the second rule. Compound subject connected by and use a plural verb. Example, Adrian and May are transferring to another playground. Adrian and May are plural subject and are is a plural verb or linking verb. When we say compound subjects, two or more subjects, and because they are more than one, we're going to use a plural form of the verb. Third rule. Consider the subject closer to the verb of two or more subjects joined by or nor. Example, his friend or the boy runs every day. The boy is the subject and runs verb. When you see a conjunction or nor used in a sentence, you are going to use the subject closest to the verb as a reference. It will be the one to determine whether you are going to use singular or plural form of the verb. So we use it as a reference to make our verb singular. Fourth rule. If there's a phrase that comes between the subject and the verb, consider the subject and not the noun or pronoun in the phrase. Example, The teacher as well as her students walk to the campus. Teacher, the singular subject, as well as her student disregard this and walk, singular verb. Subject-verb agreement in sentences can be confusing, especially when there is a phrase between the subject and the verb. That is why you need to find first the subject as you analyze the sentence. The teacher is our subject, so we use the singular form of the verb, walks, with disregard the phrase as well as her students, because our main subject is the teacher. For our fifth rule, each, everyone, nobody, each one, everybody, somebody, these are all singular and require singular verb. Example, nobody remembers who led the school hymn last week. Nobody is a singular subject and remembers is a singular verb. You should keep in mind that although they might seem many, but we should use the singular form of the verb when they are our subject. Now, let's proceed with the sixth rule. Sixth, words such as mathematics, physics, and news. And the like are nouns that end with s but are not considered plural. This noun requires singular verb. Physics is a difficult subject. If you are not sure whether or not the word that ends with s is a singular, you should try. Speak them out loud without s at the end. Physics, mathematics. Are there such word as physics, mathematics? Of course, they aren't. You should speak them out loud. If they sound silly, then it's probably wrong. So always be mindful and study the subject carefully. Failure to analyze the subject well will lead you to the wrong usage of verb form. Now, let us proceed with the seventh rule. Seventh, words such as scissors, tweezers, trousers, shears, and the like are always considered plural. Example, my shorts are made of pure cotton. Short is plural subject and are is a plural verb. Those things come in pair, so you should always use plural form of the verb when they are used in a subject. For our eighth rule, the word here and there are not subject when the sentence starts with those words and the subject is placed after the verb. For example of the sentence, there is my book. There tells the direction of the subject. My book is singular subject, is singular verb. There in that sentence simply tells something about the location, this subject of our sentence, which is my book. What if we going to pluralize the book? We are going to change it into books. What we're going to use as a verb? Very good. We are going to use are, so the subject will be there are my books. For our ninth rules and last rule, we have theme, committee, class, family, and the like are collective nouns. In considering in collective nouns, as either singular or plural, you have to analyze how the verbs are used. If the group act as one doing the same action, the subject is singular. The troop of birds is flying. The troop of birds is singular subject. Is flying is singular verb. If the group acts doing individually, doing different things, the subject is plural. Sentence analysis is very important, especially when dealing with collective nouns as our subject. If they're in agreement and doing one thing similar, you are going to use the singular form of the verb. But if they are not in agreement and the members of the group are doing different things, you are going to use plural form of the verb. So, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Hope you like.